Hello, I'm Phil Ernest in my 53rd country, Lisbon, Portugal. In today's video, I continue my walk through the streets of Portugal's capital city, Lisbon. People do their laundry, they live here, they wash it, clothes, hang them, and so it's real life going on for people here every day while tourists come and go. In Lisbon, there are alternative ways to see the city than just by walking. For example, they have this sightseeing bus that will take you around the sights of Lisbon. Or you can hop on one of these many trams that circle around the city and they'll take you along the interesting points along the way. Since parts of Lisbon is built on a hill, these cable cars come in handy getting you up and down those steep parts of the city. If you're finding this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to receive more of this informative content, please subscribe to the channel. I post a new video every week. This is a church. Unfortunately, it was closed, so I could not go in to see the church, but the grounds of the church are finely manicured, and the view behind the church is absolutely breathtaking. This is overlooking the city of Lisbon and the Tagus River behind it. Also, if you are on a cruise, this is where your ship will dock right there on the Tagus River. This is a front view of that church that I was just at. As I continue my walk along this street here, this is what a typical high-rise apartment complex looks like in Lisbon. You are looking at the Church of Our Lady of Grace. This church is connected to the Grace Convent, originally founded in 1271. This old-style medieval church has all the things you would expect a medieval church to have, from the high-rise cathedral ceilings to the old-style classic benches to the organ in the back of the church. As I pan the camera toward the front of the church, let's go take a close-up look at the altar. Two interesting things I've never seen in a church. One is the wooden floor that is up here toward the altar. I've never seen that in a church. And another thing I've never seen, as I pan the camera up, see up there, that looks like it is a dome, but in actuality it is not. So it's kind of like a imitation dome. This is the altar up close. And as I pan the camera around toward the back of the church, this is what that view looks like. Now you can see the organ, a little better view right there. This is the courtyard outside the church. Again, this is a convent, so that's where they have some of the nuns that stay in those dormitories up there. And this is the little museum of tile that they have connected right next to the convent itself. So there's no tiles on display in the case, as you could see. But look at this beautiful tile here along the wall. And this room is filled with all kinds of tile in itself. The convent was rebuilt in the 16th century and restored after the 1755 earthquake and again in the 21st century. It is classified as a national monument of Portugal. And these are the grounds just outside the convent. Look at all these apartment complexes with a really nice tile, the balcony traditionally laid out. This looks really neat. This is Portugal in a nutshell right here. And the little streets, cobblestone, little posts keeping people on the walkway. If you come to Lisbon, be prepared to walk. It is quite a walking town, but they have the little tuk-tuks and also the cable trolley cars you can take. But if you really want to get in some little areas and appreciate them a little more, nothing beats walking. So now from here, it's an ascend straight down. You have a nice rail to hold on to as you walk down. A lot of stairs, and look at this gorgeous city below. So as I came down that walkway, head on down here after doing that long flight of steps, and sure enough, there's more flights of steps to go down. Again, hold on to the handrail, be safe, and enjoy the view. Look at this. Tile on the left side, tile buildings on the right side. And here's the Tram 28. So what they do is they make the big loop, they kick everybody off of the tram, and then there's a long line of people over there waiting to get on the tram. So that way they don't have somebody staying on it too long. So there we go, and there's, as you can see off in the distance, there's a long line of people waiting to get in these seats. Tram 28 is the most requested tram that tourists like to ride because it takes you all throughout the hot spots around the city. So there they go, getting ready to get on. It's about it's €3.50, $3.50 to ride the tram. Takes you in a big loop around Lisbon. People here drive really fast in these narrow streets. It's amazing there's not more accidents. Turn the corner, here's tram number 25. Okay, and this is tram 25 that doesn't get nearly the play as a tram 28. So now I'm en route to that large elevator up there. See that off in the distance? Let's go check this thing out. And they have people eating out here, restaurants, kind of a neat setting here. Very close to the center of town. So let's go see what this attraction is all about as we look to the left and to the right, walking down these narrow alleys. So here's the narrow streets as we're getting closer to that elevator right there. That's where I'm headed. Let's look at this. The Santa Justa elevator is a historic outdoor elevator. It is used to connect the lower streets of the Baixa with the higher level Largo de Carmo. Today, it's the only remaining vertical lift in the city and a famous tourist attraction. Lisbon has many steep hills. The city is nicknamed the City of Seven Hills. Construction for the elevator began in the 1900s and was finished in 1902. There's the little trams, and there are all the tuk-tuks. Tuk-tuks are a big thing here in Lisbon, and they even have the scooters people like to ride around in as well. So let's go over there beyond and see. They have a little outdoor food market or something. So here are the tuk-tuks, and here's a big statue. Very few homeless people around here. Did see some tents walking around earlier, but not a whole lot, as I've seen in other cities. If you would like to see part 1 of this video, as well as other videos I've made in Europe, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.